Hi, welcome to the channel today. Today we're going to be going over a Haas seed haul. It's kind of, well, the last order. It comes in 2 boxes. Another box I'll do later. It's coming in Monday. This is Saturday. And it's kind of a last minute box seed haul. She gave my wife, but she's not feeling, she's tired. So we'll look at what I ordered. Because it seems like you always have that last minute, something else you want to try out, and then you want to make the order worth having, and then you try to get free shipping. And anyway, here's what we got. Okay, first thing, and they do, I will say that Haas does a really good job of packaging stuff. Out of Georgia. So here's all the seed packets they put in here. The Jimmy Red corn, and that's the corn they really push. It gets expensive. So what I'm going to do is do the Larry Hall method this fall and try to grow them enough for next year to grow. The Bama Bean hybrid. I bought this hybrid basically. I think it was disease resistant for a whole lot of stuff, including late blight, early blight, and all that. So it's another one that I might try in the fall, but mainly I was thinking about next year is trying to grow a cherry that can make it through our summer, and then have a fall. Because usually my late blight has been wiping out my tomatoes, so I'm trying to get one that can make it through the heat, so I don't have to try to replant. I even replanted some last year, and late blight still took it out. Now I did plant in the same place I had tomatoes that got wiped out by late blight that spring. They died that summer, and then I put them down that fall. Not the smartest thing, but not the dumbest thing either, because I didn't want to put my tomatoes somewhere else and then have to plant behind them, because I knew fall planting is iffy. I have not been what I would call successful yet. I have made a few tomatoes, but not very many. The other one, I got the green zebra this year, and it seems to be growing well, so I thought, well, why not go with the black zebra? And got 50 seeds, so I got plenty of seeds on it. 96% germination on it. This year was 92% germination, and I think they only had 10 seeds on it. So. And the main reason was making it, my wife tried some that looked just like this. It's the Mini Me hybrid cucumber. So we're going to try this one out. Still got time to do it. It's only got 45 days to maturity. I don't think it grows really big. Germination rate's 99%. Got 50 seeds, so I have enough for a couple of years. And we're going to try it out. I don't really have a spot for it, but I know I can always make one. If anything, I'll make it in the raised bed and try it there. See how it does. I don't think, I may try in a container to see how the vines grow. I don't know if the vines are going to grow really big or if the vines are shorter, more like the dwarf type vines. So we just have to see on that. But that's the seeds that I got. Now the other thing that I did get is to come and get it. And it's kind of expensive, but it's the only fire ant killer that's recommended to be put down in your vegetable garden. So once you get your vegetable garden going, it's good. It's it's a naturally made substance. It's not organic, but it does have spinosad as its active ingredient. The bait itself, I don't think is labeled as Armory certified, so that don't really matter. Main thing that matters to me is the fact that it's a short-term pesticide, and you know it is wide spectrum, but it is labeled for a vegetable garden. So, and what that means, it's going to break down pretty quickly. You're not going to be eating pesticides unless it's in the billionth of a percentile, which doesn't matter. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Now, I also got this here because it was on sale. And this goes for germination mat. No, I don't have a germination mat yet, but when I do, I have a thermometer for it because you're supposed to have a thermostat for it. I say thermometer, you're supposed to have a thermostat for it. You don't want the seed getting too hot, and that way it'll cut off whenever you need to. Like I say, it was on sale, so we went and bought it. It's kind of like buying a steering wheel for a car you don't own yet. But, you know, I did want to go ahead and have it in reserve for when because I don't think you need a germination mat for tomato seeds if you're doing them inside your house. And if you're doing them in the garage, you still have problems because it may not work good enough in the garage, you know, to slow them down. So I'm going to be doing them in the house. I don't think I need them for tomatoes. But peppers, they're tricky. They're harder to do. And a lot of times you'll see, I did notice this year on my, I started using an infrared thermometer on my shelves, and one shelf was down, on the bottom was down to like 64. The temperature set at 72. The next tray up was sounded like it was in the upper 60s, and the other one was 72. So I mean, you know, and that was just on one of those baker racks. So, you know, I do think that if you're going to use the lower mat, you might need it. Now at least you'll be pretty sure that you got it. Now the last thing that I got was the Tom multiplying onions. And they say they split twice a year. I'm gonna have to learn about these because I've never grown them before. I do have a spot that I'll show you planting on them. And, you know, they look pretty nice. And all these roots are not going to survive. That's going to be pale, but that's just because they've been in this sack for 3 or 4 days. You want to see how the bulbs are. The bulbs look really good. You're supposed to get 15 out of these, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I do like Haas tools. In fact, they used to give you extra. So I got 20 of these to plant. They're supposed to double every year, or split every year, or twice a year. And I read what it says. Harvest and split bulbs twice a year, fall and spring. If you live in zone 8 or higher, I'm in zone 9. If zone 7 or lower, which I'm not, should harvest in the fall and store inside. So what that's saying is if you're in zone 8 or below, or 8 or warmer, I always think of the opposite one because I always think below because you're heading south. But if you're 8 or warmer, you should be able to leave them outside. So you're not having to pull them in all the time. So to me, that would be a pain, but I mean doable. But that's one of the things that's nice about living in the South. The problem is we're swatting mosquitoes now. So, but anyway, that's the seed haul for today. Hope you like it. We're going to be doing some herbs, plants that I bought probably on Monday. Might be Tuesday. I don't know. Probably Monday. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.